Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. So, as always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start off the furry, there are some, I don't know how to describe them, four-legged things with wings that make an appearance. Gargoyles. Gargoyles. I'm going to call those furry. Yep. Moving on to the good and the bad. So, this movie came out in 2001, starring Angelina Jolie, a little bit of Jon Voight, and then some guy that I've seen in a couple things, and then like the main kind of like baddie character is also the dude who eventually turns into like the doctor with tentacle things from the Resident Evil series. And then it also has Daniel Craig in it, sporting like a southernish cowboy accent. So, you know, that was fun. Anywho, so this movie it's so good. It strikes just the absolute perfect tone for Lara Croft Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie. She does a fantastic job because she's a fantastic actress to start with, but like she brings this authenticity to a character that could be just very not interesting or just like very unlikable because she's really fucking rich and she knows she's rich and she kind of throws around her money, but she has this earnestness to her and this like this badassery because she's not just like rolling in her cash and going to fine parties. She's got this badassness to her. I don't know how else to describe it. And let me just say that have you ever seen a better opening in the history of openings of movies ever than this movie? I don't think so. I mean, realistically, probably there's a bunch, but this is an amazing opening. Like she's in the tomb and then the thing comes after her and just that entire scene is just so good. I fucking love that scene so much. I will rewatch that scene so many times. It's so great. And you know what? And I love that it factors in later too. Like I love how it's the hook, but it's also the thing that matters later. And if you don't like the like bungee cord fight scene that happens later in the movie, like it's still relatively early in the movie, but later than the opening scene, if you don't like that scene, you're not going to like any of the rest of this movie. Because if you don't like that scene, you don't like fun, interestingly shot action movies. Now, if you really, really puzzle about, like, oh, how would that bungee work and how would that interact, like, you could probably poke holes in it, but why would you? Because it's so much fun, and it's badass, and it's different. Like, when's the last time you saw a fight scene that had any sort of semblance of, like, not Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragonness going on? That, like, there was tons of gunfire, and there was, like, knife work and punching and kicking and all that while bungee cording in the middle of this giant fucking mansion thing. So, and then her response to the UPS guy after is just like that. This movie deserved to get made, and I'm so glad that it got made because it is so fantastic. What I will say, getting to the bad, is that this movie was made in 2001, and it was around that time where CGI, depending on your budget, could or couldn't hold up, I think. And in this case, the CGI does not hold up that well. So there's a scene, like the gargoyle scene, basically. The gargoyles and some CGI liquid just really, really doesn't hold up at all. Like the overall look of them is fine, but they don't match the rest of the lighting and textures and whatnot of the things that they are supposed to be interacting with. So it doesn't quite work, and it's a little obvious, and the scene goes on for long enough that like you see it and you kind of feel it. But didn't ruin my overall enjoyment of the movie, and I like that they went big, because if you're going to do this, go big or go home, and they went for it, and I would say that it's sort of like, it's not as egregious as the 100 Smith fight from Matrix Reloaded in terms of like how much they pushed it and blah, 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 blah. But they went for it. And I think they achieved what they were going for a little bit better than Rubber Neo did. But Just wanted to point that out to prepare you mentally that this was made in 2001. And yes, there is a lot of practical sets and a lot of practical things, and I think that it was fantastic that they used so many practical things, and they should, because when they had to do CGI for some things, it showed. But the storyline, I mean, she's a Tomb Raider, so there's a time limit on things, and they're having to go this because otherwise bad things will happen, or they'll miss the thing for the next however many years, and so they got to do this, and then people are trying to steal from her. She's trying to steal from them because they stole from her to begin with, type of thing. Some back and forth, and it's a fun time. It is a good fun time, and they go around all these different locations and jungles and everything else, and it's great. It is so fun, and Angelina Jolie, as always, just knocks it out of the park with her performance and her responses, and you get to see a little bit of side boob with her in one scene, so that's fun too, and just a fantastic time. I highly recommend this movie. Sequels, about the same, a little bit more ridiculous, but that's what you sign up for when you sign up for Tomb Raider in this. She is just fantastic as Tomb Raider. So go ahead and see it. Big screen if you have one. 2 thumbs up. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.